Lights, camera, action. Hello, guys. It's another installment of Marco Luxury. Marco Luxury. What am I wearing today? Rolex. Rolex. I'm wearing a Steel Sports Rolex. Of course, guys, I'm just going to post a link in the chat. The link in the chat for everyone to join. Everyone is allowed to join. You know, we have a pretty open format here. Look forward to seeing who's going to come on. What are we talking today? We're talking Rolex, of course, the Rolex market. Where do we see the market going? Steel Sports David H. That's right, guys. Make sure to upvote. Make sure to like the stream, of course. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, the Rolex market. Where do we see the Rolex market going? Nowhere anytime soon, that's for sure. I don't see anything going anywhere anytime soon except for one direction, which is all the way up, all the way up. So that's what we're talking. Steel Sports, Rolex. Let's see, of course, if we can get anybody on. Again, you guys are more than welcome on if you would like to. By all means, you can join in. So in terms of Rolex, let's talk value. What is good value at the moment? Personally, I feel neo vintage is probably great value. So I'm talking, let me just share my screen very quickly. I think that in terms of GMT, if you want to go pre-ceramic, 16700, fantastic watch, excellent movement. You can't really go wrong with a watch like this. Whereas his lordship, unfortunately, Archie is taking the day off. He's taking the day off today. So it's just going to be me and whoever would like to join. I think 16700 is great. I think two-tone pre-ceramic Rolex, ceramic GMT from Rolex is also great value, especially something like this. Excellent value on the secondary market. And of course, if you can build a relationship an AD relationship, that would be ideal. Watches Global asking where's Tim and JJ. I know Tim is in school and JJ hasn't been feeling too hot in recent days, so I don't know. Of course, if anybody wants to join in, I'll just post the link again in the chat. By all means, everyone is welcome to join. So talking the Rolex market, why I don't see it going anywhere? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Rolex is becoming increasingly viewed as an asset class. It's a commodity, right? Something that can be bought and sold fairly easily because it is a pretty liquid asset, I would say. And so in that respect, given that it's becoming increasingly viewed as an asset class, we got ABC. Hello, ABC.
Hey, Marco, what's going on?
All is well. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Pure class.
What's happening?
No, nothing much.
Still enjoying the no-day sub.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. You know, I can't complain at all. We got enough going on the stream.
Have you used the glide lock yet?
Yeah, so I actually got to pinch a link because here, let me show you guys. Let me take this off because I took off 3 links already, okay, ABC? So that just goes to tell you, like, look how skinny my wrist is. And the glide lock is, like, fully extended to where, like, I can't put it in any more than what it is. So I'm going to pinch another link the next time I go see my watchmaker and I pick up my pen.
Dude, use a screwdriver. That's the thing of Rolex. You can do it all yourself.
No. These are luxury products, guys. Luxury products. We got JJ LeCoupe from the Gentleman's Hangout.
Hey, JJ. Hey, Nub Gunner. What's going on?
How's it going, ABC? JJ, what's up, man?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah. Peter Richard is being cheeky. He's asking, what's the date today? That's a good one.
That's what iPhone was before.
I was out.
JJ, how's it going, man? How you feeling?
I'm getting back a little better.
You sound better.
Yeah. I'm just needed to rest up a bit, but it wasn't too bad. I'm just I'm getting there. Another day or so, I should be back to full strength. So
yeah,
But I didn't want to leave. My man Marco hanging by himself. Then you guys came on as soon as I did.
I appreciate that. You are the hero everyone needs but doesn't deserve, JJ. So I'm just talking, at least at the moment, I'm talking good deals because the Rolex market is obviously absolutely ridiculous. I would say two-tone GMT. I would say you can go 16700. I don't know
Yeah.
what reference you have, ABC. I know you have a black pre-ceramic, right?
710. 16710.
Yeah, so both 16700, I think 16710 is a little bit more expensive, if I'm not mistaken. Because they're a bit rare, too.
Now you got to be careful because I was looking at 16700s as well, and the problem is a lot of them have service dials,
Mm,
Yeah.
whereas the 16710 is that bit newer, and it's beyond 2000. It was okay to have the Swiss made dial and not the T less than 25 dial. So you got to be careful, and then make sure that the hands match. It can be a bit of a minefield, and also these. I've spoken to Austin Daniels at length about the bezel inserts. If you watch his videos on the bezel inserts for GMTs, they are a masterclass. They're absolutely amazing. He looks into how if it's too hooked out,
right.
that's a sign that there's something not quite right there. Yeah, and the serifs of the bezel, the serifs in the font. It's and also where the 18 where the color split is. He's even analyzed that.
He's the master for the
And
vintage.
yeah, and the 6 on the other side, it should split the 6 in half. The color split. It's so cool.
I was looking at a fat lady before I got my black.
Okay.
That 86 birth year black fat lady. I was gonna pull the trigger on it, but I don't know. Like you said, it's a minefield.
But I reckon also, considering your lifestyle and upgunner, I think probably a ceramic Rolex is a little bit better. Can take a bit more of a beating, I reckon.
Yeah, that black look suits you.
Thanks. I was about to jump in the ocean today on my run, but still a little too chilly.
You gotta have rocks in your head to go in the water with a Rolex on your wrist.
Well, I'm gonna send you pictures.
Well, they're made for.
No, ABC. These are luxury goods. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They're meant to caress.
What I was going to say about the bracelet.
Vacation.
What I was going to say about your bracelet is just make sure you've got slightly more links on the 12 o'clock side than on the 6 o'clock.
Why is that?
Otherwise, the watch, the clasp doesn't center in the middle of your wrist. It needs to have slightly longer on the 12 o'clock side than on the 6 o'clock. There's normally 5 and 7.
So I need to pinch off one more from the 12 o'clock probably, because that's where the glide lock is. So it's a little longer on this side. This is the 12 o'clock. I don't know if you can see.
Open it out and hold it from the head. Let's see the bracelet hang. Don't do it up.
But don't forget, this glide lock is fully extended inside of it. I don't know.
It's fully in.
Yeah, I don't know how to show you that.
No, just hold it from the
See
head.
that?
From the side.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I think you might have two few links on the 12 o'clock side.
Yeah.
And sometimes to swap it over, just to get the balance right.
I got a super chat.
I think mine's perfect though.
Super chat from Tim Wright.
You can get ceramic screwdrivers. Sorry, just a quick thing. You can get ceramic screwdrivers to make sure they don't scratch the side of the bracelet.
Oh, I'm just gonna do at my watchmaker. He'll get it done. It's what's it called? It's free. He does it for me for free. Tim Wright says, Marco, what does it feel like wearing the sub? Do you still think about the Explorer, or does it still haunt your dreams? Guys, no worries. When AMC short squeezes to $100, you can have the Explorer also.
Tim's who haunt my dreams.
But if there's one that you could do without, I think it's the Explorer over the sub, surely.
Yeah.
Right, and I can always add it if ever I want it. I mean, the Explorer, historically speaking, has never been a super hard to get model. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
why not?
Sub's classic. It does everything.
Right, exactly.
You know, I was thinking it would be a good side hustle for Austin Daniels to start sourcing vintage Rolex for people, make sure they're correct.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Honestly, it'd probably be such a headache. It probably wouldn't even be worth the money, JJ.
He's always out looking though. So
Yeah, but the thing is, then you got to deal with customer service. They say, "Oh, you said it was this, but it has this little scratch here." You know, people get very fussy.
Let me ask you, JJ. Obviously, you've been ill the past few days, but before you were ill, did you end up going to your AD at all? Did they have anything in stock? Any new information?
I took a look, and they had Sea Dweller 44, two-tone Yachtmaster 2. Some stuff has been coming in, more than normal, but still nothing like, the more desirable models. And it looks like precious metals. I mean, I think we all kind of know that already, but they're going through the roof. It's no longer the case now where you get, a gold, even the day dates, like the rose gold day dates, they're going for over 50 grand, secondary now. So you're not doing anyone a favor even getting one. Like that's even a favor to get one. You know what I mean? The tides have turned. The only way you're buying things that are considered like helping out are like 34 mil.
What about like Yachtmaster, the rhodium dial?
34.
Those are good stuff.
34 mil, Marco. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is now what if you want to get your hands on a Pepsi, a Daytona, you have to be buying 34 mil or other brands.
Mikey asking, was the boss taking the night off, guys? He's taking the night off.
you better pop in just for a second. Appease the people.
Guys, I got to tell you. What's crazy is the honeymoon for the honeymoon period I've experienced for this watch has like been nothing. It was like 2 days, 2 days of excitement, and now it's just like I have a Rolex on my wrist. Like, is that weird? Is that strange?
No, it's not. Now you're already looking.
Right.
Like, honestly, I stopped looking at watches for I want to say like at least a week, but pretty much a week. I checked yesterday for the first time.
When you're serious is when you delete the Chrono 24 app.
No, I don't think I would ever do that. I always got to check where the market's at.
That's true.
This is why it's very important. You always have to enjoy the thrill of the hunt, because that's what lasts longest. When you get it, it's nice. You marvel at it. You feel good. Another day passes. You wake up. You smile. You look at it. A week passes and you say, "Oh, yeah, I got a Rolex."
But even JJ, even more satisfying than that is when you had one, you flipped it, and then you want it back and you get it back. That is cool.
Yeah, because you really needed to have it. When you're without it, after you've had it, you really know that you needed to have it.
Exactly.
By the way, guys, have we seen the Zenith Chronomaster Sport market?
No,
it's already tanking. I mean, I see some for 10,000 Canadian. That's what, 7,500 US?
Nah, really?
Yeah, here I can pull it up.
Pull it up.
I think, honestly, in a couple of years, I think they produce way too many early on to sell them as quickly as possible and capitalize on the hype. Here, so let me go.
This is the problem, and I'm not saying, I don't want to get into the whole debate, what came first, the chicken or the egg, but
look at this.
When every brand
12,000. But I mean, you could definitely haggle because there's a bunch of them, right?
See, this is the problem when you say, "Oh, Rolex is so successful, we got to make watches that are selling." And I'm not, I know they made the design like this first or whatever, but people know the Daytona. And then they see this. You know what I mean? Whether they had this design or not, you can't kind of say, "Oh, we're going to do something like what Rolex is doing and hope to be successful," because people will always want the real thing. You have to innovate a new design that people are going to go in for. You know what I mean?
We got Irix Guy. Hello, Irix Guy.
Hello.
How's it going, man? What's on the wrist today?
Apple Watch Series.
What?
Real heavy hitter.
What is?
Got
Oh
some
boy.
exercise today.
There you go. That's what it's made for, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That and to throw it in the dump. I'm just messing.
I'll wear it when I work out, and most of the time I wear the JJ Lacoute.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That is-
wear the Garmin Phoenix 6 for working out. They're on the old. Then they're gonna put back on the Rolex as soon as I get back from the gym or working out outside.
Let me ask you, Nubgunner, when you go to the range, you're not wearing the Rolex, are you?
Not since I've got it. I haven't been to the range just because ammo right now is like insane.
Yeah, it's very hard to
So
come by, right?
Yeah, I
Very
mean, I
expensive,
have contacts to get it, but I'm not paying $800 for 1,000 rounds of 9mm. Like, no way. So, I'm going. I'll shoot in it and I'll send you a video.
What? Isn't that bad? You're gonna shock. Like, isn't it gonna affect the watch? The shock of the gun, right? Of the recoil, rather.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the AR-15 doesn't have like any recoil, especially on your left. I'm right-handed, so my left hand is extended on the rail of the gun. So there's like no recoil out on the end of the barrel because the recoil is coming back. So
I shoot my AK-47 all the time with the 114060. It hasn't messed up.
see, shock resistant.
Wow.
Yeah, AK has a lot of kick for sure.
And guys, let me ask you, in terms of Rolex, right? Modern steel Rolex, what do you reckon is the best value at the moment?
Probably Yachtmaster. That's always been the lower of the steel sports ones with the meaningful bezel.
Yeah, I watched what's his name's video. Bear Clooney had a video. He just put up of it, and I went to look at the prices, and I think they were what, like 7, 8,000 somewhere around there, US. I think so. Not too bad.
What about
like? Oh, go ahead, JJ.
No, I was going to say, what about in comparison between an Air King and an Explorer 1? Which one do you think poses a better value right now?
Explorer.
Yeah. But obviously that's on the idea that they discontinue the current model, right?
And then it'll skyrocket.
I don't know how the Explorer has been performing. Let's pull it up.
Only thing the Air King's got going for it's that green, and they're saying that may be a future collectible.
Yeah, but Air King has always been viewed as a dog, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been, and so is the OP. But the OP's really last year's 39mm, and now the current 40mm references are really desirable.
Did you see how crazy people are going for the red dial now?
Oh, the OPs?
Mm-hmm. Because LeBron James. Yeah, because LeBron.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They went through the roof.
Just want to see listing tab.
Got a super chat from Showcase Watches.
Let's get this super chat. Thank you. Said Showcase Watch is £5. Marco, your watch is made to take a beating. Don't baby it. Wear it and enjoy it. If they can't handle daily use, water and scratches, they ain't worth having. Guys, these are luxury goods, luxury products. I have no problem wearing them. I'm just not going to put them under like duress in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's like I have it with me, so it needs to fit my lifestyle. And I think some of a GMT is meant to be outdoors and used, in my opinion.
Like, it has nothing either to do with money. I just think, like, at the end of the day, I want to keep this as minty as possible for as long as possible while wearing it on the wrist.
They're meant to take a beat. I'm not saying beat them up, but I'm just saying they can handle a lot more than you're giving them credit for. I mean, ask Tim. I wear my watches all the time. There's hardly any scratches on them. You know?
Okay, so with box and papers, these are Mark 1 dials, though. Let's take a look.
Let's get them USD prices.
Yeah, but I can't do USD. I'm Canadian. I'm a Canadian guy. So cheapest, we're talking out of Japan, 11,239. David SW. No, sorry, that's not David SW. Almost though. Yeah, so about the 11,000, 12,000 Canadian range, which is what? I mean, about retail, a little over retail.
I would not pay that for Explorer 1.
Yeah. Interesting. So with the Rolex
Explorer
market,
2s that were cheaper than that.
Ooh, Explorer 2s are too expensive nowadays. I mean, you get the 40 mil, right? But then you have the older clasp.
Yeah, Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and you got that bezel on those Explorer 2s that I don't think really wears that well, and you got the black paint in there, you know, that'll chip out from getting in hot tubs and stuff.
It's a good
Avoid the
point.
hot tops with a watch on.
Yeah,
I
also
wouldn't
the
trust an Explorer 2.
seals aren't good around steam and heat.
Yeah, exactly. And so let me ask, given the Rolex market is the highest, well, is really as high as it's been in a very, very long time, or I would reckon the highest it's ever been,
Yeah, it's at peak right now.
where would you turn to get that watch fix? And let's just answer after we get this super chat. Ken Fresno, $5. I have executed the showcase plan. Flick the blue Datejust 41, black 216570, down to the black ceramic GMT. One man, one Rolex. Ken Fresno, I mean this with all due respect. You gotta have rocks in your head to sell Rolex. You don't sell Rolex, you just buy more.
I have to agree
Yeah.
with you here. I think this was the worst possible time you could sell an Explorer 2. I mean, you could have waited another month and possibly made quite a bit more if you did want to sell it.
If it gets discontinued, like people are saying, you're right.
Right. Worst case scenario, it stays the same price. You wait another month. You know, I mean, April's just around the corner, as they say.
Yeah. At least you still got the black.
Listen, I'll say this, Ken. I hope you're gonna enjoy the money in your bank account. Just enjoy it, do whatever you want with it. I hope you don't have to sell it for like financial reasons or anything like that. Obviously, we hope that like you did it purely because you wanted to. I would say this: I think it's crazy to sell Rolex, especially right now. I mean, they're so hard to get your hands on to begin with.
What's the release date for this year's new models?
April 4th at Watches and Wonders.
Yep. You got about 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. Wow.
Currently, I am
What's
gonna be
coming out on
really
April
interesting.
4th? What's coming out on the 4th of April?
Oh, nobody knows.
The new Rolex models. We have no idea what it will be, but I mean, we can speculate a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, Irix guy, there's talk of a new Explorer 2 because it's the 50th anniversary.
Oh,
So
That's what Tim's hoping
there's talks of hints of green instead of orange and stuff like that, but who knows?
I've also heard possible new precious metals Submariner.
Ooh, what color?
All gold with all yellow gold with the green dial, like the Hulk.
When's the next GMT anniversary? Because I think it's high time they brought out a Coke.
Let's pull it up. So,
Ceramic Coke.
I want a turnograph. I think that would be cool to bring back the turnograph.
I don't think they're gonna. So 1983. So it'll be 40 years in 2023. So in 2 years, maybe they're saving it for that.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody had told me that they might, obviously, it's all speculation, but put a black on a Jubilee back into the lineup.
Ooh, that would surprise me. Because they just updated the GMT Master range. There's other ranges that have been neglected for a couple of years now.
True.
Yeah. Like, I reckon the Sea Dweller's fine, right? They just updated the Sea Dweller. Or is it up for a new update? I don't think so, right? The sub
They just updated it last year.
Right. The sub literally got updated in 2020.
Do you
Same
think
with
they'll add Oyster Flex to some of these models like GMT?
I think they would add it to probably more the Daytona and more the Submariner.
Well, they've done some Daytonas already.
Right. So I think they're just going to increasingly do it, right? Or they might come out with, what's it called? The hold on, let me pull it up.
Well,
What
nice
about
if you
a
could order
Submariner on a
a different.
Jubilee?
Say that again?
A Submariner on a Jubilee.
No, that'll never happen.
Yeah, that will never happen.
The tool watch.
Austin Daniels has done that.
Like, excuse me, you reckon they'd come out with something like this in steel?
No, they should, but they won't.
Why not?
because they've only done the oyster flex on precious metals. So I just don't. I mean, it would be cool as hell. They should, but I don't think they will.
I mean, it'd be nice if you could actually order a watch. Like, it wasn't back in the day, you could order your Rolex and you could pick the different band that you wanted when you ordered it. You could either do.
And what do we think about? Let me pull it up. Not this one, but I really like this one right here. This Rolex Milgauss mock-up.
Yeah, that actually looks good on a Milgauss. Like, I hate that Z blue. I hate the tangerine or whatever they call it.
The white dial.
The white dial, yeah. Doesn't look, I don't know, not appealing to me, but that actually looks good.
And that doesn't have the funky hand either.
Zigzag hand, yeah. If they did this with the white Milgauss, if they made more black markers or very, very dark grey markers for the contrast, that would be way cool.
Just to go to this, EPC saying you will kill the precious metal market if they release that Yamaster on steel. Well, they did it for the Sea Dweller, or excuse me, the Sky Dweller, right? The Sky Dweller at first was all in gold, and then they went to steel. And I think the Sky Dweller is performing still very, very well.
But Oyster Flex must be still on white gold or yellow gold.
Right. They haven't done. That's the thing, right? They never did precious metal. And what about? I don't like this. It's not going to be on Jubilee, but on a. Let's see if I can like this. There you go. A Polar Explorer. But I reckon they'd put the black enamel coating on the outside, like they do the Explorer 2 as well.
So much speculation.
This I don't see this happening, to be honest with you.
I quite like that.
I think it's a little out there, to be honest. I think it's just too out there almost. And there's also these, right? Ceramic, two-tone. But then you lose so much gold off the watch, right? That was what one complaint. I think JJ brought that up, right?
I've seen other people say that as well. Like, are you going to lower the price? I mean, you're pretty much taking away almost all the gold that's in there by taking that bezel away. But I mean, maybe they can do that instead of raising prices. Either way, this would sell. I think this would sell pretty damn.
I think this would be really, really, really good for Rolex. 100%. I mean, all Daytonas are very good, but this would bring two-tone Daytonas to the next level in terms of desirabilities. Interesting.
We'll have Jubilee on that. Dog might put a Jubilee on a Daytona.
I wonder how many people would take off the band and put on an Oyster Flex and just use the clasp or a rubber B.
That's not a bad idea. And this is the one I'm praying for. Even though it'll never happen, like something like this.
I hate it.
Oh my goodness. You hate it?
I love that.
I got to go against the grain here and say not for me. Not for me.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. It just looks like 270s. I feel like you get a couch that smells like cigarettes along with this watch.
No, that looks awesome. But it's not
brown and orange, yellow swirly wallpaper.
Yeah. Like it was some wood paneling, the wood panels.
Yeah.
And aviator style specs and big moustaches.
You got to get those Persol 649 or 7714. I think's the other one. The Steve McQueen ones wearing this.
I like vintage inspired.
Like $30,000.
I like vintage inspired. This just feels like completely vintage though.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I reckon if they come out with this, I'd probably go for this instead of a 16700.
No, if that new watch came out, I would definitely go after that.
I think this would be a hit. But
it just doesn't look like the direction Rolex is going in.
Right, that's the thing. They don't really do vintage inspired watches, right? That's very rare. Yeah. I mean, it goes back too far back, honestly.
Even though you're sick, JJ, are you still wearing a Rolex?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have the day with me today.
Nice.
Why not?
Yep. It makes me feel better.
Oh, this is what you're talking about? This right here?
Yeah, there we go. Somebody was mentioning that you got to put it back in the lineup, but with this the Jubilee, like Batgirl and Pepsi.
GS Superman, $5. This is when vintage just means old. I think it's referring to the Explorer too. But man, I don't know. There's something about that kind of Steve McQueen style aesthetic that I just really, really like.
Well, yeah, he's king of cool.
Well, it's not just that. It's more something off the beaten path, right? And that ceramic is very modern looking, but that's definitely more vintage inspired.
Was it GS Superman last night that was going to get that chocolate Daytona?
I think so. Actually, yes. Let us know how that went. Hopefully you did get it. I know he said he contacted his AD and said he was going to pick it up.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, so he's getting. Let me just pull it up.
Man, I don't know. Chocolate, man. That'd be hard not to eat it off your wrist.
This is gorgeous. I really like this watch.
He said yes, he got it today.
Awesome. Congratulations, Ben.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Wear that in good health. Look at that. What do we think, guys?
Stunner.
Looks good.
What do you think, JJ?
Oh, it's gorgeous. I like it a lot. It kind of reminds me of is this rose, right?
Yeah.
The chocolate is only with pink gold, isn't it?
Right. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of the colorway that the Royal Oak that comes in rose gold. With
my goodness. Look at this. At the same time, my Pepsi came in as well. Double win.
Ooh.
Look at that, guys. Jesus Christ. GS Superman. Congratulations, man. Today is a day of celebration.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Beautiful.
You know,
my AD told me today that they've gotten more Batmans in than day dates this year.
Jesus. That's very strange.
I just never wear blue, so I didn't go for a Batman.
That's very interesting. And I think this watch has a lot of great potential because I don't know if you guys agree, but I find that men's watches are starting to get smaller in size and women's watches are starting to get bigger. And what you see is like there's no line between like a men's watch and a women's watch. Like this to me is very much a unisex watch, although it is in the men's category. Like it could be worn easily by a lady, right? So I think this has amazing upside. What were you saying, Izzy?
No, I'm saying you're right. Many women do wear Daytonas.
Right. Because it does wear smaller as well. It wears more like 38. Like Beth T. Beth T wears a Panda.
Doesn't she have a Hulk?
She has everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she has a Batgirl. She has a rose gold Royal Oak with a silverish dial. She has the rose gold Omega Seamaster with the burgundy dial. She has a Paddock. I forgot which one she has, but it's got like a reddish tan leather strap. The Pilot, I think she has. I can't remember exactly.
Look at this. Javier Status saying, got my new root beer last week. Congratulations, man. JJ, are you still on the list looking to get that root beer?
Yeah, I checked in today again. Usual. I just wanted to see what was up. Oh yeah. We'll see. Waiting. We'll see. So. But yeah, it's coming. Just a matter of when. I guess it is. I'm pretty easygoing, so I don't really bug them when it comes. It comes.
Right.
I have enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I have enough watches to hold me over. So when it comes.
You think?
And what's your end game, JJ? You really want to stick to that 12 number, or is it 13, 12 in the box, 1 on the wrist?
No, 13 is bad luck number. I can't.
14, 1 in the winder, right?
I don't know. No, I think maybe I'll put I'll get maybe like go to 10 and then have 2 extra spaces for a couple of shitters.
No shitters allowed, JJ. You can't have a box with shit. You can't have steel stunners and beautiful watches like a Patek annual calendar
I
and have
can't.
shitters in the same box.
I can't put a Patek annual calendar next to an XKX 007.
No.
You got to get a gold-plated Squally. Come on.
A bronze one. Get a bronze one, man. Come on. You need to stink up that watch box.
I think I'm just gonna put all my shitters on eBay. I'm gonna keep the Hamilton as my airport watch, my usual, and then I'll keep my Apple Watch just for like exercise or whatever.
Yeah,
The rest.
you need that emergency shitter in case I don't know.
Well, in the airport, I don't like to throw my watch in the bin, but I don't know. I've been thinking lately, if I don't sell the Breitling, maybe I'll keep that as like my beater because that watch I've had 20 years. There's not a scratch on it. That thing takes some beating, man. I tell you. I'm just gonna change. I'll take it off the bracelet and just put a strap on.
Actually, Breitlings are very rugged.
Oh, that thing is taking a beating, and it barely has any scratches. I can't tell you. I've thrown it across rooms. I've lost it a million times. I've dropped it.
You nutcase.
There's nothing wrong with that watch.
The Avenger. I like the Avenger. That's a chunky watch. Breitling Avenger.
I've got the Super Avenger. It's huge.
There's a couple of good watches I think Breitling makes. I think the Super Ocean Heritage.
Yeah, I've got
that's a good watch.
It's really nice.
This is a great one.
You got to get
another...
it in 42 though. You get bigger than 42. It's kind of clunky.
Yeah,
this is another good one. Absolutely, I really like this watch. JJ, you really like this watch also.
I say, oh yeah, the Premier. Yeah, but you know what it is? You can't really get a really good deal on them. I know Archie doesn't like this one. I don't know why. I think this is the nicest one they make.
I think it's probably the only Breitling I'd ever own, honestly speaking.
Probably because it's not really rugged, looking.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get another time, Marco.
Oh, I think, honestly, too busy. Like, look at this. The one I like, though, is like this reissue. Hold on. I have a timer. I think it was a reedition.
The best thing.
Right.
I really like this one. They came out with this one here. But it's got a plastic crystal, I'm pretty sure. It's not sapphire. It's something else. They only made 1,000 of these, I'm pretty sure. But a Navitimer, just like itself, I think it's...
How much is that watch you just had up there?
Let's pull it.
It's like a million
like
Navitimers.
Yeah, I really like it too, but it's pretty...
Looks like a panda. GS Superman said.
Okay, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. So 10 Canadian. Not too bad.
That's about what? 8 US?
Yeah, about.
Probably about 5-6 grand here. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I like that too.
Yeah.
Best bang per buck Breitling has got to be the Super Ocean. Got to be.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just so much. It's so much less expensive than the Navitimer. And
Hey, how come that doesn't have a tachymeter scale?
It does, right on the outside?
No, it's not.
No, you're right. Huh. Interesting. But it
This
is a
is not really
re-edition
full naval.
from a historical model. Maybe they didn't have it before.
There's another one that looks like that. That's called the Breitling, I think, 756 reissue.
Let's look at it. Breitling.
Or was it 758? I can't remember.
I'd rather have the Speedy.
Oh, this one is nice. Doc likes this one. I like the
likes that one?
syringe style hands. Doc.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
yeah.
This is a nice one also. It gives me a lot like Breguet Type 20 vibes.
Probably not as thick as a Type 20 though.
Right.
I think Showcase would be good for a Type 20. I can really see that suiting him.
Ooh, that's probably a great watch, yeah.
Showcase should hop on.
I think he's busy.
probably tucked in bed right now, Showcase.
Yeah, I think he's sleeping.
He's in the chat.
He was before, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but he usually goes on sometimes before when he's in bed and he's just relaxing. He doesn't usually come on.
You know what I was looking at yesterday? I was looking at the Zenith El Primero Manufacturer Edition. So I found a couple on Chrono 24. Look at this.
Okay.
15,000 Canadian. You gotta have rocks in your head to buy this.
Do they hold their value? I think they do.
Zenith Techno. But what I like is that they put one of the historical dials. So it's like a patina dial. I think that's pretty cool. And I reckon you could probably swap it out, right? If it's not too damaged.
Case looks a bit weird.
Yeah, so it's the 38mm A386 case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that doesn't look weird. That looks fine.
Yeah. Probably just in the wrapper looks a little strange.
And that's one you can only get when you visit the factory, yeah?
That, or you can buy it online now. Because nobody can go to Switzerland. But, I mean, the 38mm Zenith El Primero is like, I think, hold on, let me pull it up. Let's pull it up. I think it's like 6,000, 7,000 Canadian. So it's like double the price. Hold on. Yeah, so 6,600. And this has been up a while, so you could probably definitely haggle a little bit with that guy. It's crazy to think how soft Zenith is.
Do you think they make the same mistakes that Omega do? Just
Yeah.
market and release their watches wrong.
Yeah, I think they do that, and also the problem is Zenith is not a very well-known brand. It doesn't have like tremendous brand equity, or it's not super kind of familiar with the average person. You know, it's more a special brand. But I love the story. I mean, the whole story behind Charles Vermeaux saving the brand from basically never being able to recreate the movement. I think it's pretty cool. That's why I like the watch.
Yeah, you've got to really know your watches to appreciate Zenith.
Right, 100%.
JJ, you
I
ever
reckon-
pick up a Speedmaster?
What's that?
You gonna pick up a Speedmaster anytime soon?
Well, I'm waiting to go back. Maybe a couple. I'm just recouping. I just bought 2 watches, so I'm gonna probably check back in. I don't know, when did the new ones come out? End of March. Omega's releasing the new ones. Middle of March.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so probably after the new Rolex drop, I'll go back in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. I'll check back in.
Gotcha.
What I'm wondering is, do you get a Zenith El Primero or an Omega Speedmaster?
I like the Speedy.
Speedy, dude, classic.
Yeah, it's just clean and simple. I don't know, the Zenith's got too much going on sometimes. It is very nice, but I don't know. It's just not for me.
I sold the previous Speedy to help fund my GMT. So,
But let me ask JJ. Let's say the Chronomaster Sport gets in like the 5,000 US range. Would you pick it up?
Possibly, depending on what my collection looks at the time. Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice looking, and I think it's a better size overall than the Daytona for my wrist. Plus, I wouldn't feel bad beating it up a little bit. Like I don't think I would wear the Daytona that much.
you don't know that stuff, though.
Yeah, that's true. But my luck, I'll wear it one day, and that's when I'll smash it into something and crack
Blink him. Blink him.
Yep.
And in terms of Patek Philippe, you're still set on getting a Patek Philippe annual calendar?
I mean, I would like to get one. When the right time comes. I'm not a guy that like rushes out and just buys whatever one I find. When the deal finds me, that's when I make my move. But yeah, I would like to get one Patek dress watch. I mean, I don't really get dressed up that much, so I'm not like gonna go crazy. as far as dress watches, but I would like to own a Patek. I feel like
Why not a 5196? There's one on David SW, a rose gold version.
I think it's kind of old looking. I like the more modern looking one.
Well, let me pull it up. It's actually very good value. 20,000. No papers though, unfortunately. But you can get an extract. 20,000 Canadian, obviously.
Oh, that's nice. It is very clean. It is nice. I don't know. I feel like it's a little too dressy, whereas the annual calendar you could kind of wear with a little more. You could wear both dressy and casual. A little casual, somewhat casual.
One that I really like is let me just go to It's actually a great alternative, in my opinion, to the chronometer blue. Let's see if they still have it listed. I have no idea. This is in US dollars, by the way, right here. It's the Aventurine Dial Longa Saxonia. What do you think about this, JJ? 39 millimeters.
Let's see. Let me load up there. I tell you the truth, I enjoy Longa. They make more modern watches. I do like the Aventurine Dial. I like that H. Moser one they did with the Aventurine.
Yeah, the Perpetual Moon.
Right. I think they made 50 of them. They made them in steel and they made them in rose gold, I believe.
I think this is beautiful. Ooh, we got GS Superman, $20. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. At Showcase Wasi, here's a super chat, and I'm with you on how awesome the new Speedies are. Yeah, guys, Showcase Watches did a fantastic review of the new Omega Speedmaster 3861. He debunked the myths going around about the Speedmaster, so make sure to check it out. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I think the H. Moser, hold on, let's pull it up. Perpetual Moon. They did one in steel, right? Yeah, this one in steel.
Yeah, I think Federico has the one in steel. The only thing I don't know. Like, I think Moser has some cool concepts. It's like one of those brands you don't trust. Like, you're gonna get, left holding the bag with this thing. If you pay $25,000 in 2 years, it's gonna be worth $6,000. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Not that I'm all about the money, but I mean, I don't want to get killed either.
Well, it's a pretty significant amount of money, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen with a brand like Moser. I mean, if I'm gonna spend that money and not worry about the aftermarket, I would get an FP Journe. Like I would get an Octaloon or something. And if it goes down, at least I don't care because I think it's I like it. I wouldn't sell it anyway, so the price doesn't really matter. I mean, this watch I could see after a little while getting, like fading out, like you're getting tired of it after a while.
Yeah, you get fed up. That's the thing about like Grand Seiko, for example. Like they just came out. I don't know if you saw it with their white birch. Like it's a nice watch, but I look at the dial, man. This is so easy to get fed up of. Look at this. Like I don't see anything special with this dial. It just looks a bit tacky. It's a little gimmicky, if I'm being honest with you.
They do too many different dials. I don't know. I just kind of lost interest now because everything is like a special dial now. If everything's
limited edition, right?
If every dial is special, no dial is special. That's just the dials you make. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Kind of.
I reckon the best watch they make is BGM 221. This is the one to get. Just simple, clean, classic in its aesthetic. It's timeless, It'll never go out of fashion, a watch like this.
I love this watch.
Like, I don't understand why I don't make just more watches similar or in this vein,
Mm-hmm. What is this watch again? Like $4,000? You could probably pick one up.
Oh, it's not expensive. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
What's that? That's what, 39.5, right?
I have to get going, boys.
Hey, take care, Nubgunner. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good talking to you guys. If you guys are on later, I might hop back on.
No worries at all. Take care of yourself.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, so these go all day for like 55 Canadian, but they don't sell, so you can haggle like a you know what. I mean, look at this, $4,700. shipping out of Japan, brand new. But it's got a stock image. I don't really like stock images, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because you never know what you're really gonna get.
Exactly, you don't know where you're getting.
Exactly what I'm buying. I didn't see the. You see the new super chat? We got another super chat.
Super chat. Derek Muniz, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. What do you guys think about John P's new video today about Breitling's new select watch rental program? I didn't watch the video. I don't know if you guys did.
I didn't see. I saw he posted it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it today.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I didn't really see it. If they want to do a watch rental program, I mean, it's hard to see how it would work. You know what I mean? Because what happens if you get a scratch, or the watch gets scratched up, or dinged, or something goes wrong? I mean,
I guess they service them. I don't know. Like in between, they like clean them
right.
up.
So you'd have to polish the watch each time, like a watch is used. I mean, that watch is gonna get polished to bits in no time.
Yeah, that's weird. I know they do that with like there's like a tie program like that. You can rent ties like every couple months. You get new ties and you send them. Like let's say you get 3, and then like I guess next month you get 3 different ones.
You probably have to put a deposit of some sort that they assess the condition against when you give it back.
Like
right.
The only one that I know of is producer Michael. I don't know if you guys recall, but he had like somebody like that where you could rent watches, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a video about that, like where he showed a dealer who you're allowed to rent watches from. But it's actually pretty expensive considering.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the pricing model of that.
Yeah, so I need to do more research to answer your question. Unfortunately, I haven't watched the video. But yeah, listen, I don't know how it would work. I just don't see it working in a plausible way.
Well, you'd have to be really like you say, you'd have to have rocks in your head to do that because basically, all right, so you're going to keep renting. So basically, you keep putting money in, and you never retain any value. So after
it says you can get up to 3 different watches in a calendar year.
I don't know what the price is though.
Yeah, same here. GS Superman, thank you for the $5 super chat. The white birch is not for a one-watch collection. Definitely an ancillary watch, but a great one at that. The new 9SA5 movement is groundbreaking. Okay, well, I wouldn't call it groundbreaking. It's definitely a great movement, but my issue with it is this, okay? And here's my problem. First of all, it operates at a very high frequency, so the service interval is going to be very short. So, like, we're talking 5 years max. It's always important to know these details. That's the first thing. Second thing is, it's a new movement. All new movement have kinks that need to be worked out. So let's be a little cautious buying these things right off the bat. Third thing is, the style doesn't impress me. It's just like every other, like it's like a Grand Seiko Snowflake, a knockoff of the Grand Seiko Snowflake. Or they had, what is it, the Grand Seiko, I think it's a winter edition. Like, it's not all that different from this, if I'm being honest with you.
Right.
Okay, sure. Like, they're all very similar looking. Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean, JJ?
I agree. I'm not even. I tell you the truth, I'm really just not into the Grand Seiko, to be honest with you. You know, I only like the one that you pulled up before. Other than that, I think they're nice, but I would never buy one of these, to be honest with you. And it seems to be like, like I said before, when everything's special, nothing's special. It's just this is how you make your watches with, all different types of intricate dials, which is cool. But you're kind of taking away from the specialness of each one by doing it to all of them.
And my issue also with it is, listen, they talk about Zaratsu polishing, how it's a quote-unquote lost art. It's not a lost art, JJ. It was abandoned because what you're doing essentially is black polishing a watch, and that scratches super easily.
Right.
That's why the Swiss
I'd get a spring
method.
drive. I'd get a spring drive because that is something unique to Grand Seiko.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest part of the Grand Seiko is the spring drive. I agree. I think that is definitely something unique to them, and it's pretty cool. But you know what? A lot of people hate on the spring drive. I don't know, like exactly why, but I just
Well, they say it's not fully automatic, it's not fully quartz, it's sort of somewhere in between. But it's a hybrid.
right. But I think that's the cool part of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see why that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
So GS Superman says another $5 super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. High beat at 5 hertz with dual barrel for 80 hours with dual impulse escapement is unheard of. Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad movement. I'm saying just be wary. All new movements have problems that are going to need to get fixed right off the bat, right? That's the first thing. Second of all, it's a high beat frequency, so you're going to have a really short service interval. So that's something to be wary of. Third of all, overall, I think it's a beautiful movement. I think look at the finishing on it. It's fantastic. Is it unheard of? I mean, Vacheron has in their concept, their patrimony. I'm just going to pull it up. This is I think a 3 hertz movement, single barrel with 60-hour power reserve. I think that's just as impressive, if not far more impressive. Now, again, it's from a high horology movement maker. It's probably double or triple the price, but it's not unheard of. You know what I mean?
So what's the price of that compared to a 5196?
So this on the secondary market is about the same, but this is the boutique edition, right? So it's got that that guilloche dial. Here, let me pull it up.
The guilloche is
Look at
gorgeous.
that. That's really nice.
Ooh.
Like a 5196 is just a brush dial. I don't really think that's super impressive. Like compared to this, I mean these can be had for less than a 5196.
Yeah,
that's the one that
really nice.
He spoke style has, right?
Yeah, that's the one. He has this one. I love this watch.
Yeah, the dial is really cool. How much is it? How large is this one?
38 millimeters.
That's not too bad.
Right. Mikey says there are no more similar looking to the different subs. Right, I agree. A sub, a 40 mil sub or a 41 mil sub, the only differences are really the case size, right? But the thing is, Rolex isn't saying that the sub is a special new offering or with a special dial. Grand Seiko is. That's the difference, right? I mean, again, it's up to you. The differences are subtle, but if you call everything special, then is everything really special or is nothing special? It's just how you do things. Same case, different dial. Ooh, look at this Logan Hall. I'm with you, Marco. I prefer this VC over a 5196. I agree. I think this VC is gorgeous. Look at this.
Right. Nice to dial. And it's also it's a little bit larger, right? It's 1 mil. I don't know if it's 38. I thought it was like 39 or 38.
No, it's 38. It's 100% 38.
It's on 38 and a half or something like that. I could have sworn it. Maybe I'm wrong.
And you get a beautiful display case back. This movement is also used, if I'm not mistaken, in the Historiques. What's it called? The 1921, right? That drive watch. They share the same movement, and that watch is significantly more expensive. Again, single barrel, 60-hour power reserve. You're getting a Geneva seal case, Geneva seal movement. I mean, incredible.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
I mean, you can't beat this, in my opinion. And it sells for less than a 5196.
What does this usually go for?
Let's pull it up. Oh, look at Luke Bennett. Oh, I own it already. Oh, God. David Gagne asked, hey, Marco, where did you buy your secondhand watch in Canada? So I bought my PAM off Chrono 24. And then I think it was Buying Time Watch. Yes, this is where I got my sub from. So anybody in Canada watching the stream, if you want to check this guy out, he was recommended to me by Bear Clooney. These are all the watches he has in stock, so he'll delete these once they're sold. And then you can always contact him, just DM him, and he'll try and get you a watch as quickly as possible. His name is Michael from Buying Time Watches. There you go, guys. And I'm not getting paid to say that.
No, you had a good experience with him, and that's really...
Right. I mean, he overnighted my watch. It was perfect, you know what I mean? I had no complaints at all. And he got me a full set, more than what I expected. I mean, he got me the sleeve, he got me the tag, and the seal.
Yeah, a good experience is priceless. You can't put a price on it.
Right, 100%.
Guys, my battery's about to die, so I better jump off.
No worries, ABC. Thank you for coming on. I'm gonna end the stream very shortly.
Thanks for having
anyways.
me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
get off in a little too, Marco. So maybe we wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
Unless you want to stay on and go solo.
No. I'm good, man.
My throat is starting to bother me again.
Here, so
Good
this
night,
one
guys.
is. Hey, good night, ABC. Thank you for coming on again.
Cheers. Bye.
20,000 Canadian. We got this one is the boutique edition, but from Hong Kong. I don't know if I trust the dealer. 22,000.
So it would be a little more than the 5196. No?
Right, but the 5196 had no papers, right? I'm pretty sure these are boxing. So let's go on this, for example. Scroll down. Original box, original papers. And again, this has been on the market. I mean, I saw this well over a year ago that he's had this listing. So
Right.
it hasn't been sold. I mean, lowball him off for 15 Canadian, you know what I mean? And just work from there. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this show up on that. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, ABC, Nub Gunner. Thank you all for joining me in the chat. I don't know if, JJ, are you doing an after show?
No, I can't. Not this week.
Yeah, you're not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm not feeling up to it.
Alrighty, well, listen, we're going to end the show on that. Guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. Take a little detox from the watches. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure, guys, to stick to Rolex.
Later, guys. Have a good night.